Today, I am going to give you the 5 steps in creating unbreakable home systems that will help you eliminate overwhelm for good. Hey guys, welcome to the Maximized Mom, the place where I help you eliminate the overwhelm, the frustration, and all of the chaos from your life so that way you can escape survival mode and start feeling like yourself again. Today, I am going to give you the 5 steps in creating unbreakable home systems that will help you eliminate overwhelm for good. Step number 1, you have to stop thinking about these processes in your home as a whole process and start thinking of them in smaller pieces. Looking at the entire process can make it feel really overwhelming because it leaves you in a place where you feel like you just don't have time to do the whole process. When that happens, you end up not doing anything and just procrastinating. When you start looking at things in pieces instead of the whole, it allows you to look at each step of the process individually and figure out where you need to fix the process. When our home processes aren't working, it's easy to think that we just need a new system or that our current system just isn't working. However, the truth is that most of the time, we just need to fix certain elements of the system, not trash the whole thing. This also allows you to make systematic improvements. You can look at each piece of the process individually and then ask yourself, how can I simplify this? How can I maximize this and make it more efficient? How can I save time? How can I delegate this or eliminate it altogether? Then, when you make changes to your system, if they don't work, it's easy to identify where it went wrong, rather than just taking random stabs in the dark. When you break down a process into smaller pieces, it also gives you the ability to assign specific responsibilities to different members of the family. It can be really hard to tell your family just do laundry. The truth is, it's a lot easier to delegate out smaller pieces of laundry, like put a load in the washer or move the clothes from the washer to the dryer. This is also a great way for you to start introducing young kids to the smaller pieces of the process so they can learn instead of trying to master the whole. Number 2, add organization to each step of the process. You see, taking time to organize yourself will almost always speed up the process. Look at each part of the process and ask, what organization can I add to make this process quicker, more efficient, and less daunting? Simply adding in a little bit of organization can drastically change how well a process works as a whole. For example, in my kitchen dishwashing system, I added a simple basket and an organizational system for my dirty dishes that speeds up my ability to load the dishwasher by at least double, sometimes triple the speed. It only takes a few moments to organize and overall speed up the entire process of cleaning my kitchen. Remember, streamlining will always improve productivity, so add that organization in and it makes a world of difference. Step number 3, understand that the best systems have to grow and change as your family does. There is no such thing as a perfect system. Trust me. Your family, especially if you have young kids, is constantly changing. I have to continually change and tweak my systems as my kids enter into new phases of life, which is sometimes on a weekly basis. Remember, a good system is always going to change, so don't get discouraged when it stops working exactly the way it did before. And here's the thing, when you're looking at your systems as individual pieces, you can start identifying which part of the process has been outgrown and make changes to your system quickly. Also, remember this, small tweaks make big peaks. Embrace making small changes every day instead of trying to find one perfect system that you're always going to have to completely overhaul again and again and again. Step 4, use your overwhelm as a cue to tweak the system. The moment I start feeling annoyed or overwhelmed is a huge red flag in my mind that I have the opportunity to tweak a system because something isn't working. Ask yourself, which part of this system isn't working and why? Very rarely do you need to throw out the entire system. So, use those moments of frustration and overwhelm as a beautiful opportunity to make things more efficient. You only have to experience that annoyance and overwhelm a few times if you're paying attention and making tweaks to your system. If you're constantly annoyed, it just means you need to change your systems a little bit. Step number 5, add in what I call crumple zones into your systems that brace you for impact. Life is going to get crazy. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So if you anticipate it and work things into your system to brace for the impact, it's not gonna catch you off guard and you're going to be prepared for it. A crumple zone is a piece of your system that allows things to stay functional even if they aren't technically finished. For example, I used to struggle hardcore with piles and piles and piles of clean laundry that I could never quite get myself to put away. What I did is I added a crumple zone to the end of my laundry system where I added in baskets for my clean clothes. Then, once I pulled my clothes out of the dryer, I would take 2 minutes to organize it into clean baskets. That way, even if I didn't have time to fold and put away the laundry, I knew exactly where everything was if I needed something. This gave my family the ability to still function and find what they needed, even if I was behind in the laundry. And like we talked about, this also adds organization into the mix. So that way, when I do have time to put my laundry away, it goes much, much quicker because it has already been organized. So these are my 5 steps to creating bulletproof systems in your home. Creating processes using this process is what allowed me to have a completely functional and peaceful home during literally months of family sickness, deaths in the family, loss of a job, and just overall chaotic times in life. Having solid systems is far more than just having a clean house. Solid systems are about creating processes that protect your peace of mind. And that is absolutely priceless. So if this was helpful and you enjoyed this, please hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. I'm so excited to get to share more of these amazing tips and tricks I've learned and help you become a maximized mom. I love you. I'm proud of you. See you in the next video.